Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome to today's November Tarot Love Reading. Today is Wednesday, November the 11th, 11/11/2020 today. So welcome. It's great to have you here. It's great to be able to have the opportunity to share today's tarot reading with you guys. We just want to see what strong energies are taking place in the world, along with any important messages that will be meant for us to hear in today's reading. So I'm going to share just a little bit in the beginning of today's reading. Most of you know, I talked about it earlier this year. My father, he was diagnosed with cancer. So he's been, for all throughout this year, he's been, going to regular treatments. And the treatments have actually been going pretty well. But yesterday I went to see him, and things changed a little bit in the treatments. There was a kind of a big setback there. So the reason I'm sharing it with all of you guys is I know months ago, many of you sent your healing energies to him, your thoughts and your prayers. And I appreciate that. I do. I believe in energy. I understand energy. I think I understand energy. And my understanding of energy is those prayers and those thoughts of yours of unconditional love and healing. They make a difference. So anyways, I just wanted to mention that, for those of you that are interested, that would like to send some healing energy to my father, include him in your prayers. I appreciate that very much so. Just praying for his good health. Okay, well, let's get started in today's daily tarot love reading. We'll begin by tapping the crystal healing bowl and giving it a chance to sing to us. I'm going to use my Psychic Tarot of the Heart deck today, along with my Universal Tarot for the clarification. Okay, came out beautifully. I kind of dedicated that one to my dad, to be honest with you. And that was a beautiful song that the bowl played for us. So we want to begin today's tarot love reading by pulling an affirmation card like we always do. Want to see which affirmation our guides feel would be best suited for us to hear, taking us into today's tarot love reading. Okay, beautiful affirmation that's coming to us today, taking us into today's tarot love reading. It comes to us as the number 20, which reduces to a 2. It's Grace, right? It's the name of my youngest child. Beautiful name. And Grace is just a beautiful energy. I want to take a minute and read out loud from the guidebook about this energy, because grace is beautiful and it's important, right? And I think a lot of us don't fully understand what grace means. So I think the guidebook would be important today. Grace, blessing, come to me, set me free. Grace, blessing, come to me, set me free. Grace, blessing, come to me, set me free. Okay, beautiful affirmation. So let's read about grace, this energy of grace. What does it mean for us to be able to take on this energy? Okay, so here we go. Let's define grace. Grace is the ability to bear what must be borne without objection, anguish, or agony. It doesn't mean you are immunized against the sadness and pain that life can bring, but this spell will grant you the fortitude to learn what you can, cope with what you must, and be wise when it counts the most, especially when those around you may be foolish and causing you pain. If this spell chose you, practice loving kindness and forgiveness exercises. This will help you be freer, more philosophical, and less hurt by circumstances. When we can see the big picture, we no longer take the foolish actions of others so personally. Detach and have the grace to bless and step away from those who are acting out of pain, and thus causing you and others pain. If you have chosen the spell, you may be trying unsuccessfully to move through or past a painful experience. Cast this spell with good faith and feel yourself gradually moving away from pain as grace comes to bless your heart with her magic. Okay, so grace is a beautiful energy. Many times it's an energy that we're able to take on, that we're able to feel and experience after a period of healing. because grace is about letting go of the things that we're hanging on to, right? That are limiting vibrations, limiting experiences from the past. Whether those energies are connected to the specific experiences or to individuals that were part of those experiences. This is about forgiving, right? This is about letting go and not allowing those limiting energies to tie you down, right? But just knowing that this is how life works, right? And sometimes life isn't fair and it doesn't feel fair, right? But to be able to receive and accept that gracefully, I feel like the universe it recognizes that, right? I feel like it recognizes the challenging energies that are put in front of us, and I think it's all up to us on our choice on how we handle that circumstance, how we handle that energy. And here on this channel, we're all about learning that the highest vibrational ways of handling these energies. All right, let's pull some tarot cards. Okay, so the first energy we have that comes to us is love abounds. So this is equivalent to the Ace of Cups. This is representing a beginning. Let's pull another energy here. So I had a little reminder that popped up on my screen. I'm not sure if that comes through for you guys or not. I don't think it does. All right, tell us more about what's happening in the world of love today. Okay, wow. Here we have another beginning, a new vitality. So this is the Ace of Wands beginning. So a lot of things, maybe starting for people, right? Starting today. It's interesting, today's the 11th, right? And I'm just looking at these energies right here. Right, what are we looking at? An 11, a 1 and a 1. Kind of interesting. Those things don't stand out to me sometimes, but it stood out to me today. So I feel like there may be some significance and some meaning there. Let's pull one more energy. Okay. So here's our last energy that's coming to us. It comes to us as feeling alone. This is not, this is being at a point, where grace you haven't adjusted your energy enough to allow grace to come in. It's a limiting energy, right? Here's the figure on the card, and she's looking at her home. Right? She's wanting to get to her home, feeling somewhat alone. And this home right here may represent this beginning, right? This beginning of love, of connection. And this beginning of passion, of creativity. I mean, they're two beautiful beginnings. So for some, in order for this beginning to come in, we need to work past and better understand this energy of feeling alone. Because this is about raising our vibration, right? We want to raise our vibration so that our come from is coming from a higher vibration. So when we're stepping into these beginnings, we're attracting beautiful changes around us, right? We're attracting and resonating with beautiful experiences because those experiences are coming in based upon our inner energy. As from within comes the outside. Everything starts from within. I didn't say that right, but I think you guys know what I mean. Okay, so let's get some confirmation here. The first energy that I want to get confirmation on is this Ace of Cups. Love abounds. Let's see if we can gain a little bit of a better understanding of why is this Ace of this beginning showing up for us. Tell us more about the Ace of Cups, please. Tell us more about the Ace of Cups. Okay, so we have three energies that came to us. These two came out together. Again, this is where we're getting our clarification. It's on the Ace of Cups, so it's representing a beginning, right? It could be the beginning of a connection. It could be the beginning of romantic love. But here we have this energy of feeling alone, right? So it's a lower vibrational energy. Where is that coming from exactly? Here we have the Three of Swords, right? So the Three of Swords represents something from the past that's happened, representing heartbreak, sadness, grief. It could be a setback. It could be a setback within work. And it's this setback, right, that's bringing you sadness for many of you that are causing this energy of feeling alone. And the universe is wanting to bring this beginning in for you, right? This love abounds beginning. Could be a beautiful connection for you in life. But it's a beginning that you love, that you're passionate about. So the energy that's connected to this Three of Swords is the Wheel of Fortune. What was I just talking about? You want this beginning to come in, right? But we want it to come in the right way. So we want to make sure our vibration is higher so that we're attracting, right, positive changes that are attached to this beginning coming in with us. And here those positive changes are being pointed out with the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is spinning. It represents all 12 zodiacs, and it spins off energies that are connected to this beginning. So this is about healing the broken heart, raising your vibration to bring in beautiful changes. The next energy that comes to us as the Emperor card, representing the energy of Aries. So you may be an Aries, or you may be connected to an Aries. Maybe an Aries that you're in this relationship with. But this is somebody who feels comfortable in their skin. This is somebody who feels like, they're in their power. This is somebody who has been able to work through and work past this energy of feeling alone. Let's get some more clarification on this Emperor energy. Tell us why this Emperor energy is showing up on Love Abounds. Okay, interesting. So we just got another energy, another major arcana. It came to us as the Justice card. Again, the number 11. I don't normally look at that in the Justice card, but I did here. So here we're seeing this 11. What does 11 represent? Well, divine balance. We have these pillars right here, kind of also looking like an 11. And here the pillars are perfectly balanced, right? And Libra's energy sits between these pillars. So this is about bringing fairness, right? Bringing you balance. Whatever took place here that hurt your heart, right, may have felt unfair, right? May have felt like there was a great injustice that was served. And that's why maybe some of you have this energy within you of feeling somewhat alone. Okay, let's ask about this other beginning. Let's ask about new vitality now. Tell us about new vitality. Okay, so we're learning about this specific beginning, Ace of Wands beginning, right? A lot of passion, a lot of creativity. The energies that are coming out for us today come to us as the Six of Pentacles. So this is a beautiful energy, right? This is representing the energy of being generous, right? As we look at this figure here, and he's being generous, right? Generous with these coins that he has, right? Is he's sharing his coins with those that look like they're in need of these coins. So it's letting you know this beginning, right? You can anticipate a different kind of experience than you had in this past situation, right? This situation right here may have been imbalanced, right? May have felt unfair. It may have felt like you were doing all the giving and not receiving any of the receiving. But here in this beginning, this is a very balanced and generous beginning, right? You're receiving generously and you're giving generously. The other energy that's attached to this is the Nine of Wands. So here he is, right? Staring at these 9 wands. He's been in battle. He's looking at the future. So this is representing the energy of the long term. It's letting us know that there's some merit, there's some teeth into this Ace of Wands beginning, right? it has the potential to become a beginning that extends long term for you. All right, let's learn a little bit more about this beginning. Tell us more about this beginning. Tell us more about this beginning. Okay. All right, so we have two more energies. All I can say is, wow. I think the universe, right? If you're resonating with this tarot reading, right? I feel like the universe is really letting you know, right, that it wants to bring you this change in your life, right? It wants you to be able to change and shift your energies from this feeling alone, right? And to be able to step into this beginning. And I say that because here we have the Knight of Swords, right? So like all night energies, it's an energy you can count on showing up. He is rushing towards this Ace of Pentacles beginning, right? He is bringing in a truth to you. But notice, there's some headwind that he's facing, right? So he's taking on a little bit of resistance, but I don't feel like, and that resistance may be represented in this energy of feeling alone. But I don't feel like the resistance is going to slow him down at all, because he seems like there's some urgency bringing you this beginning. And here we have the hand of God, right, that's coming in, offering you this beginning. Okay, so I want to point out that this individual right here, right, blowing these beautiful colors through these windpipes, right, these are representing his true colors, right? So this is somebody who feels comfortable in their skin. This is somebody who's done the work in order to be able to receive this beautiful energy of grace, right? This is somebody who's let go of the past, right? Past experiences, and let go of individuals that were maybe connected to that past experience that could have been very painful. This is somebody who has their power. Okay, let's get some clarification now on feeling alone. Tell us more about feeling alone, please. Okay, so we have three energies that are coming in for us. Here we have the Judgment card, right? So feeling alone for many of you, right? You may be feeling alone. Notice she's also out there on a full moon, right? So a lot of emotional energy that she could be feeling, and could be feeling alone. And this feeling alone energy is causing some judgment, right? As if you're feeling alone, you're looking back on the past, and you're not looking at the big picture. You're feeling the hurt, right? You're feeling the pain. Maybe you feel somewhat abandoned, and there can be energies of judgment that are attached to that, right? Lower vibrating energies. This is about letting go of the judgment. It's about forgiving, right? Forgiving the circumstances, forgiving the people. And I want to point out that one of the ways, sometimes it's like you say it and it sounds so easy, and you make it sound easy, and I realize that it's not, right? But a lot of times what it requires on our part is to go back and to change our story, right? Change our story from the past, because if we put together a story, right, leading us to where we are today, and it's a painful story where you're battling against the universe, right? You're working against the energies of others, right? There's no cohesiveness there. There's no harmony. We're looking back on painful experiences with regret, and remorse, maybe even self-doubt. This is about letting go of that and literally changing your story. And you're able to do that by going back to those experiences. And I can assure you that in those experiences where there was pain, right, where there was this kind of pain and this kind of heartbreak, you felt those energies, right? You recognize that. And those are strong energies that tend to stay with you. And they can create these energies of judgment. So if you're resonating with this reading, we have the Eight of Pentacles attached to this, right? This is letting us know you're going to need to do the work, right? To do the work in order to overcome the judgment. And who are you doing it for? Them Maybe, right? But at the end of the day, you're doing it for you. This is about you shifting and changing your energy. And you're doing that because the universe is trying to bring you some beautiful new beginnings, right? Fresh starts, right? Bring you in beautiful changes. You want to attract the highest vibrational changes as possible. Okay, so the third energy that came to us is the Six of Wands, right? So what is it? What's the reward? What is it that waits? Victory and triumph, right? This figure heading into town, right? He's the one receiving this victory. This is representing your energy right here. You know, it's feeling like you're on top of the world. You know, maybe it's you feeling this energy of grace. All right, let's pull one more clarification. Tell us more about feeling alone, please. Okay, so the other energy that comes to us is the Eight of Swords, right? So what's the other challenge to overcome on feeling alone? Is overcoming the fear, right? And I mean, I think we're all normal. We're all humans. We're normal. It's normal, I think, for us to, you know, I at least identify with this energy. I feel like it's very normal to feel alone at times, right? And to even feel those energies of fear connected to being alone. Here we see this fear showing up right here is the Eight of Swords. Notice she has a blindfold over her eyes, right? So she may not be able to see everything that she needs to be able to see, and that could be what's bringing her the fear. However, this Knight of Swords is he is rushing the truth into you, right? And I feel like it's the truth that's coming in. It's going to allow you to remove the blindfold, wiggle yourself free, and be able to move away from these swords. And that allows you to pass through this energy, taking you towards the energy of victory and triumph. Okay, guys, I think I'm done with today's tarot love reading. It was a great reading. I really enjoyed it. I hope these energies resonated with all of you. Thank you for all the love and the support that you guys provide me. Today is Wednesday, November the 11th, 11/11/2020. We have planetarily today, Mercury joins the sun in one of your houses, right? So if you go back to my November readings and you check, you know, your sun, moon, rising sign, emphasis on rising sign, and look at the astrological forecast, you can learn about which house the sun and Mercury move in for you and what kind of effect that you can feel energetically today. And then here in a few days from now, on the 14th, we have the planet Mars finally going direct. So things that have felt stuck and stagnant are now going to start moving for all of us. So that'll be a great thing. We have a great week ahead of us. Lots to look forward to. Okay, guys, have a great day. Thank you very much for letting me share.